Me, moo. I got a cow for you. Do 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 do. Boo, moo, 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 moo. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's a beat. Oh yeah. Hello everyone. How's everyone doing today? Yo, it's my orca pod. Call you my orca pod. I'm an orca. I swim in the ocean. Hello, how are we doing today? We have where am I? There you go. Yes, I'm gonna become small now. There you go. You know, I should get this, like, I should, in the corner, I should, like, be animated. Like, I'm an animated orca. Because I'm never, as much as I hate to say it, unless I'm, like, I meet theory and stuff, I'm not really going to show my face a lot. So, greetings to you all. Salutations. We got a lot of subs in the last few days. Whew. Man, your support, man. I love people discovering my new content. I mean, trash does bring us together, doesn't it? The Acolyte. We're not going to be talking about the Acolyte much today. Talked about it enough for the last 2 months. Let me see. Hello, our AC Bagel. AC Bagel, Act Bagel. Starlight, how you doing? Jester Bleh. It will be incredible. Thank you. Thank you. No, thank you for watching, Starlight. The Senate. Hello. Clap, clap, clap. Ancient Sith. Hello there. Hello there. Bad Quest. The thing I really want to hear is how you felt about the Acolyte cameo. I thought we talked about this last week. Traveler. Hello. Starlight. Don't mention the Plagueis cameo. I'll talk about it again. Can I get like a meow meow meow? Alright. So, are y'all excited for next week? Ta-da! It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be wicked. It's gonna be wizard. Yeah, I'm looking forward to episode 1 next week. I just finished I've been editing the movie piece by piece today, and I finished part 3. There are some things I might have to change, though. I mean, I added a George Lucas voice to the King of Naboo, and I'm kind of not feeling it. Trying to get George Lucas in there somewhere. You gotta get the man. You gotta give the man into the story somehow. But you know, it's gonna be it's gonna be awesome, dude. The heroes. There's still some missing stuff, I should say. Is there a loop? There we go. We'll do this loop. Oh, chill astronaut. What is this? Okay. So let me read the wallpaper. Looks fire. Oh, this will be the thumbnail. This will be the thumbnail for the video next week. I want to thank Rossi because him and me chipped in to get this thumbnail. So I'll have each episode will have a thumbnail like this for sure. So it's like prequel-esque. It's fire, man. You know, you're looking. Definitely gonna be cool, but bro, that looks awesome. Thank you. How long will the Plagueis movie be? Well, it's a movie, man. It'll be probably 2 hours. I probably like an hour and 50 minutes, more, or 2 hours. But, it is. So I need to put this clear for people. Some people don't know what it is. They think it's maybe clips or it's kind of just. No, this is the book. This is part one of the book. Act one, part one of the book. You read the book. It says part one. This is it. Um, a lot of the dialogue's unchanged from the novel. I do have to cut down stuff because people might get bored hearing exposition about training and stuff. But it is the part one of the story. You're gonna see the full Plagueis story. People talk about, like, people talk about it, but they never want to show you what actually happens in the novel. They just want to like recap it. I hate videos like that. You want to see what it is. You don't care if it's it's animated in a old video game, right? You want to see the story. It's well defined. Rossi helped chipped in. He did not work on this. I need to give credit to the person. Let me see. Let's bring him up here. I'm gonna bring him up here. We need to give credit to this amazing artist for the poster. We're gonna look at. Let me see. Trying to like find it. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Guile GFX, yeah, he created the thumbnail. Follow this guy on Insta if you don't. Yeah, he's worked with so many people. Even though I hate the show, I love his Acolyte poster. I love his Plagueis. Like, I thought this was the official artwork. But, he does some amazing stuff. So, yeah, follow this guy on Twitter or Instagram, and, you know. But he did this, but yeah. This is the guy. That's the guy for sure. But back to what we were talking about. Shit, there's someone here. Apologies if y'all hear that. I'm gonna have to kick some dog ass in a moment. But it's I've been busy a lot with this. This movie's been pretty much done for a while. It just needs some voice lines and voice edits and whatnot. But it's here now, and it's scored. It's gonna feature original themes and stuff. We're gonna talk about it all this morning with y'all. So again, let me read the chat here. Y'all buzzing. I shared the Plagueis announcement in PPSW. I assume that's Pente Patrol. I couldn't share it anywhere. LOL, I'm too excited. Rossi did a fantastic job with the thumbnail. Thank you for keeping Legends alive. Well, thank you for watching. Do you have a release date for the episode? I'm not going to give specific release dates, because if I say, like, I'm going to have this here, then, like, today I was supposed to do, like, a watch party of a rough cut, and I ended up, I wasn't done with it, so hold on. That's not the right image I'm looking for. It's like Harkonian. But I am gonna announce some casting announcements. I haven't, you know, Mr. Nick voices Plagueis in the clip previews I posted and stuff. Who is Tenebrus's master? I assume. Well, he mentions he had a Twi'lek master. I don't remember his name or if he had a name. That's an interesting. It's an interesting question. Actually, no. They explain in the novel, I think. Yeah, I agree. Summary videos. I hate summary videos because they just show artwork and I give you the gist because you don't. Some people don't want to read a book or listen to a book, and they just want, what the hell is a Plagueis? What the hell is a Plagueis? And some people want to see the visual stuff and whatnot. Since it got the most votes in the poll, are you going to adapt the Bane trilogy after this? Unfortunately, I am not adapting the Bane trilogy. That's something I just, maybe in the future. I'm doing a Bane. I'll announce it now. I'm doing a Bane video on Darth Bane, like I've done with Plagueis. It's like a movie. It's like a movie video and stuff like that. There's a lot of insight into the rule of two, and it's a scene from the books, and I think people are gonna love it. I've only got the groundwork for it. I got the voice for Darth Bane done. We have the voice for Casimir. If you read the book, he's one of the. I think he's a sword master of the Sith, the Brotherhood. And then I'm trying to get a voice actor to do Ravan. I have a friend who does a great Ravan. You probably heard him before. I asked him if he would do it. He hasn't gotten back to me yet. I won't divulge who he is because I don't want to just say, oh, I got him, because he hasn't said yes. But I asked him, and I think he would be great as Ravan. Obviously, Ravan should be Keanu Reeves, so let's get an awesome Keanu Reeves voice to do it. I'm against. I was thinking of using. At the time, I thought. Well, I did some samples of AI, and it just wasn't work. I just wasn't feeling it. The AI can't replicate. Sometimes AI can't replicate what a human can do. So yeah, we're getting a real voice actor for Ravan. But it's gonna be a cool video. I mean, Darth Bane, man. Some people love the Darth Bane stuff. I've never really dived into it, but it was voted on. People voted for Darth Bane to nearly 3K, I think. Was it 3K? Well, 61% voted. Around 61% voted on Darth Bane. Wait, Plagueis, you mean the guy from... I'm not even gonna read the rest of that. That's fine. Bane is pretty mid anime, in my opinion. Yeah, a lot of people like Bane, so... I tried replicating SWTRO Ravan voice, way too difficult for me. I guess so. I mean, my friend Valeria, he's working on his own Ravan story. I'm probably, here, I'll say this. When I'm done with Plagueis, I'm gonna do all 3 parts. Part 2 is gonna probably come out in November or October. I haven't even started on part 2, other than filming some shots. I haven't even started recording, because I want to finish this first, but when I finish Plagueis part 3, I'm going to probably go back to Labyrinth of Evil. Whoa, we got 20 viewers here. How's everyone doing today? Wow, this is a wreck. Well, besides, viewing, this is a pretty big record. Whatever, everyone, if you're new to the channel or if you're a veteran. That was Jake Plagueis. I don't even know what they're doing with Plagueis in that show. They didn't even explain it. He's just there in his cave. I hate that. Is he the master? Is he the apprentice? Is he stalking Chimera? They don't give a shit. They don't even explain the plot. I can't call him Jake Plagueis because, he looks like Plagueis. We don't know what he's gonna do, but yeah. But let's get some casting announcements. I've never divulged who. So you know how Plagueis sounds. He's in the previews. Of course, we got Duncan Bradley. He plays a lot of characters in this. Duncan Bradley. He's the voice of Tenebris. He's the voice of 114D. He's the voice of the little Gosms of the subtext mining. He does so many voices in it. Duncan Brad. Yeah, Duncan Oliver, I think is his name, or Oliver Duncan. He's yeah, I love his work. We got Mr. Nick. Mr. Nick is Plagueis. Oh yeah. So I haven't really shown a lot of Palpatine. Who's voicing Palpatine? Is it? Well, since Palpatine was young, and I got a new. Usually, I use Monty to voice Palpatine, and he's great. I decided this time I was gonna get a new voice for Palpatine because he's young, and I kind of was interested in going somewhere new. And someone brought up this one person, and I contacted him. I loved his work. And he kind of has a unique take on young Palpatine. You know, when you think of young Palpatine, you think he's going to talk like this, and talk like a British, pompous British man or boy. He actually did this unique take of Palpatine that I liked a lot, and it's you got and. So I want to say that the voice of Palpatine. Let me see if I can get a picture of Palpatine. A good picture. By the way, I'm fixing some. By the way, I'm Palpatine of. So I'm having this issue where Palpatine's face, where he looks like a Harkonnen. So people are judgmental on some things. Alright, so this is fine, but still. Some people brought up that Palpatine kind of looks like a Harkonian from the Dune movies because of his skin. And he has no shadow. So I did some touch-ups to his face. And now now this is what he looks like. This is young Palpatine right here. He looks better than he did, right? I'm gonna also add some more adjustments to that, but I think it's much better than what it did. I'm not gonna change Plagueis. I like the way Plagueis looks already. So, but looks like Loki. Yeah, that's the point. I did do something cursed. I was like, what if... So, hold on. Uh-oh. Lost my image. I lost my image. Hold on. Alright. So this is young Palpatine. And then this is what I was experimenting on. It's cursed. Trying to put Ian McDermott's face on there. Yeah. There's actually let's look at young Palpatine right here. When we get to part 2, I'm gonna do some face edits. I'm gonna combine his face with Tom Hiddleston, so that will be the middle-aged, the 30-year-old Palpatine. And then we're gonna it'll be a combination, but well, the plan is place. Okay. But yeah, this is how he's really gonna look in the the Plagueis part 1 of Plagueis. So he doesn't look too cursed. But he is eventually going to look like Ian McDermott. I mean, I have some, deep fake, um, Well, I'm not going to be using like pictures. I'm going to see, I like the Photoshop stuff to make it so it's more cartoonish. And it's not just like a human face on him. It's not like a free, it's not just like a live, whatever. You know what I mean? It's just not on a 3D model like that. So, Auditect. Sorry. Oh, Auditech, don't worry about it. I know you're upset. Auditech trying to get into play. Listen, Auditech, I think there will be there will be a part, you're having difficulties. It's okay. Don't stress it. Sometimes these happen. I kind of like his hairline, though. Do you like his hairline? It's just, he looks so old. Could be the father. Here's another good picture of young Palpatine I kind of liked. But he kind of looks like Henry Cavill. Kind of looks like Henry Cavill. Or, Part 2 Palpatine, I should say. Theory's reaction to seeing Plagueis is exactly what... Well, he randomly appears in that show. Yeah, we got Henry Cavill Palpatine here. I've been... I also use this face, and the results just don't look good, so I'm just sticking to Tom Hiddleston. We like Tom Hiddleston, right? He still has Ian McDermott's voice, so we like Tom Hiddleston. Hey, bro, Plagueis is Chimera Master. No one gives. I'm not gonna be rude, but all right. So that's what we've been working on. Oh yeah, I was gonna. All right. So the voice of Palpatine in the Plagueis movie is going to be, and you can check out his work after I announce him. It is going to be the chosen clone. Like, it is the chosen clone will be playing Palpatine. If you don't know who the chosen clone is, I discovered him, and he's really great as Palpatine. Well, I'll even show a preview. You know what? We'll show a preview soon.
Weren't so crowded, weren't so...
Let's just get the whole... Alright. Beam, window, DLC.
Young human, a moment of your time. Palpatine.
How do you know my name?
I know more about you than just your name.
Normally, I take exception at people claiming to know something about me. But since I know something about you as well, I will restrain myself.
What is it you know about me?
You're Hugo Damask. The president? No, the magister.
My father said that you were coming to Naboo to meet with Bob.
Oh. What? Well, there's another here. Well, that was the preview. If you heard the audiobook, I forgot there's another editing error there. I'll have to fix that. But that was the meeting scene of Plagueis and Palpatine. I wish I could show the whole thing, but of course, there's always another editing error. Nah, fix it. So if I sound annoyed, I am annoyed. So yeah. Hello, Link Kraken. Hello, Victoria Sim Protection. How's everyone doing? I hope you guys liked the voice of Palpatine. I sure do. So that's the chosen clone, and let's look at his channel here. Uh, so I want everyone to subscribe to this man. He's voicing Palpatine and does some banger stuff. He's also voicing Qui-Gon in part 2. I asked him to voice Qui-Gon. Haven't got to editing Qui-Gon yet, but
You will have a chance to turning back to the light without having to ignite your lightsabers.
Thank you, Master. I will do what I must.
please subscribe to him. He's very good at what he does. Alright, back to let me see. Can I get the get like a wallpaper here or something? I'm gonna read the chat here in a sec. Okay. Let me read. Yeah, chosen clone. Hello. What up, Clangs? How you doing? Victoria Sims. Hello. Starlight. Chosen clone did a great job. Yes, he's a great. Uh, have you? I like the voice. Have you read Shatterpoint? All the voices sound good. Thank you. Thank you. What do you think of Set Heart? So was a human dark male Jedi. What's this from? EU? Darth Bane Dynasty of Evil. Oh, I've not really dived into the Bane stuff. I just started to for the video I'm working on. Again, I'm reiterating. I'm working on a Darth Bane video. I haven't started on it, but it should come out sometime, probably after the week after. Uh, the week after the week after the Plagueis, so I can take a break from editing and stuff. Jedi who likes yeah, I definitely know what word you. Yeah, the Palpatine is Loki. He is Tom Hiddleston. I hope people want to understand that young Palpatine's Tom Hiddleston. It's not. Uh, I made him with the. I made him with the mind of. In I. The appearance was in mind. Is what I'm saying. Um, when I do part 2, he's gonna look more like Ian McDermott. It's kind of like he's transitioning into Ian McDermott. You know, just using young. There's no picture of young Ian McDermott other than Photoshop, and it doesn't really look that well. So just be Tom Hiddleston. Um, of course, there's always an issue. I'm gonna definitely have to go back and fix some.
Of the Republic.
Have you read the Yu Zhang Vong books? I know of them, and I don't like that story. I don't let. It reminds me too much of the Borg from Star Trek. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the Yu Zhang Vong or that trilogy of books. I do. I don't mind the Jaina Solo stuff post Return of the Jedi. Except maybe there's some I don't like. Like I don't like Dark Empire, the book. I don't like the Dark, or I think it's a comic book, right? Yeah, I don't like that story that very well. And what is that? Reminds me of Zurg from StarCraft. Yeah, yeah. Reminds me too of Zurg. Um, so but let's talk about future. Did you know? Did you do the scene where Palpatine nearly has Palpatine freeze death yet? I'm not going to divulge that. You have to watch the movie to watch that. I will say there are two chapters in the book that will not be in the movie, and I've talked about this before. And I'm gonna make them as a separate video, so they will be adapted. I have to make I have to stick that I'm gonna adapt most of the book. But this was kind of like a book. So the chapters where Plagueis goes after Venomous's acolytes or something, that's not going to be in the movie. Those chapters are not in there. Maybe in the future I'll adapt them as like a side story, but I kind of think they detract from the main story involving. I know there's that scene where with Plagueis and the shaman and stuff, and but I kind of think they detract from the main story with Palpatine, the Naboo, and stuff. But eventually they will be adapted. It'll kind of be like a short side story that people can watch. Oh, one question I get asked a lot is, or someone asked me, am I gonna like combine? Am I gonna combine all the Plagueis movies episodes into one big movie, a big 6-7 hour movie? I might. I mean, Snyder Cut. I know there's some crazy people out there that'll just sit their butts down and watch the whole thing in one sitting. Uh, but then again, you could just watch all three in one sitting. Uh, the the thing I'm thinking about is it'll give me more watch hours. I should also mention I don't think this Plagueis movie will not be monetized, so just know I'm not profiting off this movie. No, I'm not profiting off this movie. So, what do I like beside? Hold on. There's a lot. I'm getting a lot of questions from the chat. Read one Vong Bach a bit too hyper edge lordy for me. Yeah. What do you think of Clone Wars multimedia project? Is that the Clone Wars books like Shatterpoint and Labyrinth of Evil? I like them a lot. I especially like Labyrinth of Evil. I did a audio drama. I part two of the audio drama is gonna be. I have part two like ready and assembled, but it's gonna get some edits. Same with Darth Disciple. I think I'm gonna move away from audio dramas and just do movies and machinimas and stuff. Nothing against after I would say after Rise of Skywalker revitalized, I realized a lot of people appreciate my stuff, and I always felt people didn't appreciate the machinimas because they're low quality animation. They think I don't put a lot of work into it, but the Rise of Skywalker revitalized kind of. I do think that movie for kind of made me realize a lot of people enjoy to see stuff if they can visualize it. And even Theory was very appreciative of the Plagueis. I mean, clearly the animation's not that great. People can complain in the chat and stuff about how stiff the characters are. I know I have a rivalry right now with another YouTube channel that did a Lego Darth Plagueis movie that cuts pretty much that kind of makes it more for dum dums, just cuts down everything down and whatnot. And I know they were attacking my animation and stuff. You see, I can't do Lego stop motion. You should be proud if you have those skills, but you know, my skills are in editing and what for and not. So that's it's kind of self gratification, I guess, that I like. Some people do have a problem with the animation. They like the nitpick. It's the same with people complaining about Plagueis' voice. They don't like his voice as a deep baritone kind of thing. Uh, they don't realize that it's just it's just a fan doing a voice out of his own spare time, just reciting the audio. He's actually reciting the way the audiobook does it in the best way he could. He's not doing his own take of Plagueis. He's trying to copy the audiobook voice actor. And I just added a baritone like voice filter to make his voice deep. People complain and they want the audiobook, and I'm like, well, then read the audiobook, bro. Read the audiobook. I use the audiobook as a. There's some audiobook voice lines in here. I'm not hiding it. Let's see. Well, so how he kills the female one is very interesting, but the other two are definitely boring. What are you talking about? There. Okay, what do I what do I like besides Star Wars? Well, Star Wars is not my favorite franchise of all time. It's not my favorite movie of all time. Uh, I mean, it's the most dedicated. This is the Star Wars channel. I mainly talk Star Wars all the time, but it is not my favorite movie of all time. It is not my most cherished French movie. It is a film. Let's say two films of all time. I my most cherished film of all time, the one I love the most, the one that'll make me cry, and the one that gives me the most nostalgia is, I'll say it again, it's Jurassic Park. It's Jurassic Park. It's Jurassic Park, and I would say even Jaws. Well, mainly Jurassic Park. It pushed me to try to become a director and stuff. I love Jurassic Park so much. I love The Lost World too. I don't care for Jurassic Park now because Jurassic World is horrible, and I hate the Jurassic Park community. I think it's even worse. I hate I even hate the whole dinosaur community. I hate people's attitudes in that community. It's even worse than Star Wars. So I'm gonna just stay away from Jurassic Park, but the Jurassic Park community, not Jurassic Park. I will love that movie. I'll watch it every day. If I was on death row and someone said, "What movie would you like to watch last?" I would probably say I would like to watch Jurassic Park. It's a happy movie. It's a happy movie that you know, the happy movie that would make me happy. That and maybe the prequel trilogy. I'll say Jurassic Park and the prequel trilogy if you can put that in. They said one movie, it'll always be Jurassic. Um, have you played a game called Atomic Heart? No. Ancient Sith. Plagueis hunting the acolytes. I thought there was one acolyte, or is there two? It doesn't matter at this point. I hate the show. Red no Hispanics, yes. Red. All right, so the other projects. So we're talking about future projects. I talked about the Darth Bane video coming out. I'm always coming out with something. The other video I'm working on. Bring it. You guys are gonna hate this. I was teasing it a couple weeks ago. What do you think I'm gonna show? Okay, what do you think I'm gonna show? What am I gonna show behind door number? What's next? Animation of how Plagueis died. Jedi Master. Animation of how Plagueis died. I'll do an animation of how Plagueis died when I get to part 3 or episode 3. My sister disagrees, but I stated to her that with Plagueis showing up, the Sith role of Bane's demands only two. You know, the thing is that OSHA could be being used. That's the one good thing out of this, is that OSHA could be being used by Chimere, but again, it's going to tie into the prequel trilogy, which I'm going to hate. I'm just going to hate it. I'm going to just hate it. Alright, the next project I'm working on, besides the Darth Bane video, is... Da-da-da-da-da-da! It was going to be a surprise, but, you know... Yeah, I'm doing the Acolyte Revitalized. It's gonna be like one of those Prism videos where it's like narrated and stuff, but it's not gonna be AI. It's gonna be just kind of like how I would rewrite it. How I would rewrite it. Pretty much, a murder mystery happens and Master Soul has to solve it. What's more there to be? Pretty much just the way I would do it. If you told me the basic plot details, what I have to include and whatnot. But people saying that this is going to be trash and whatnot, it's just my rewrite of the story. And I'm working on it with some other people too. So, better or as good as Theory Dark Empire? I don't have an opinion on the Theory Dark Empire thing. I don't have an opinion on it, to be honest. But, yeah. So this is what the Acolyte Revitalized will be: a narration story. It'll be a couple parts, so player 4, 5, 6 eliminated. But that's what's next on the plate of stuff. Would Darth Tenebris be the Sith in the rewrite of this, or Plagueis? It would be Tenebris. And spoiler, it's Tenebris. Now, if Plague is in it, I can't tell you. You have to go watch the video. It'll be out later. Again, I'm not like an octopus, so it's not. I've not started on it yet. I've only written it. Blah blah blah. All right.
Position of nations.
And hapless.
It.
Give it.
Here, let me show you guys another clip from Plagueis. This.
Particularly the... I've been admiring your entertainers, Magister. Particularly the Twi'lek singers. Perhaps you could help me procure some...
We've a Twi'lek who supplies the females. You'll have to speak with her.
On to business, then.
A busy schedule affords me scant time for pleasantries.
I plan to make a grab for Tatooine, Magister, and I've come to solicit your support.
An arid world in the Arcanus sector of the Outer Rim.
By support, I presume we are talking about credits.
I'm aware that you disapprove of spice and slavery. But there are profits to be made on Tatooine by other means.
Not moisture farming, then?
You mock me.
I tease you, Gardula. I know little about Tatooine other than that the planet was heir to an ecological catastrophe in the dim past, and that its vast deserts now support a population of ne'er-do-wells, scoundrels, and hapless spaces of all species. I've heard it said that nothing pans out on Tatooine, and that beings who reside there age prematurely.
Fortunately, longevity comes naturally to my species. But I don't want four enemies of a different sort, Magister. Enemies who would like nothing more than to see me in an early grave.
The Daciligic clan.
They are precisely the reason I wish to remove myself from Nalhata, and from the likes of Jabba Daciligic Dior and the rest. With your financial assistance, I can accomplish that. I know that you have befriended Huts in your own planetary neighborhood.
It's true that Drixo and Proga have done well for themselves on Comra, but their successes came at a high cost. What are you offering in return for our investment?
A pod race course that will make those on Mallister and on your own Unilist seem like amateur runs.
Hey, that's a clip of Gardula and Plagueis. Gardula. Yes, Majesty. I was trying to say was I still appreciate some of the Disney canon stuff. Definitely never accepting sequels like canon ever. What form did Plagueis use? What form? I kind of feel like he would use the I kind of felt like I feel like he would use Anakin. See, he wasn't really much of a sword fighter. He wasn't really much of a blade sword fighter, so I would imagine he would use. That's actually a good question. What form of lightsaber did he? How come couldn't get the Hut to speak its normal language with subtitles? Well, here's the thing about Gardula. I think Gardula here's the thing with Gardula is I think you see Huts can speak English. Huts can speak English. That see with Jabba though, he because he's so high and mighty, he speaks in his normal tongue. He prefers to speak in his normal tongue because he thinks his own language is above all. I wonder, did you guys know? Did you guys know that fact about the Hutts? That Jabba chooses to use his own language because it's above. He thinks it's above galactic basic. Okay. Will Jabba Huttese be exact with subtitles? With Jabba though, yeah, Jabba will speak. Jabba will speak Huttese when he appears. I haven't got to putting Jabba. Well, Jabba doesn't appear till like part 2, I think, or part 3. He appears in there sometime. I know the whole thing with Plagueis ties into Anakin becoming a slave when they have the whole pod racing in Mos Espa. The voice of Gardula is based on actually based on See, I think they changed it. They changed the whole Hut thing. Uh, they changed the whole Hut thing so the Huts like whatever they speak. The language is above Galactic Basic. Jabba has to rescue Plagueis. That's not for a while. Uh, but some other. All right. So another thing I'll show you is the new opening. So sit back and get your popcorn. I'm going to show you the new opening of the movie.
Darth Bane would appreciate our efforts. Darth Bane's early years, carrying on the ancestral business, as it were. Bane's seminal years. What more appropriate way for us to close the circle than by mimicking the Sith Ari's seminal efforts? We weave ourselves into the warp and weft of the tapestry he created.
Based on the data I am receiving, 82% of the ore is capable of being purified into weapons-grade Cortos' shield.
The percentage is consistent with what I was told to expect. By whom, Master? Of no consequence. Can you not share your plans for this discovery? In due time, Darth Plagueis. Inspect the probe to elevate the properties of the secondary iode.
The probe is running an analysis.
Why has it stopped?
The M2 unit informs me that it has discovered a pocket of gas directly beneath the new borehole. I'm sorry to report, sirs, that the gas is a highly combustible variant of lethane. The M2 unit predicts that the heat generated by its hydraulic jacks will ignite an explosion of significant magnitude.
The original report made no mention of lethane.
I know nothing of that, sir, but the M2 unit is quite insistent. What's more, my own programming corroborates the fact that it is not unusual to find pockets of lethane in close proximity to Cortos' ore.
Query the probe about excavating around the lethane pocket.
The M2 unit recommends employing that very strategy, sir. Shall I order it to proceed?
Ask the probe to proceed. Tell the probe to stop. Why are you interfering? The map indicates a more massive concentration in the area where it's drilling.
You're correct, sir. I will order the unit to halt all activity.
Droid, did the probe acknowledge your order?
No, sir. The M2 is not responding.
Is it still within range?
Yes, sir.
Then run a communications diagnostic.
I have, sir. And all systems are nominal. The unit's inability to respond. The unit's refusal to respond appears to be deliberate.
Deactivated.
The M2 unit has overridden my command.
Impossible.
Clearly not, sir. In fact, it is highly probable that the unit is executing a deep-seated subroutine that escaped earlier notice.
Hey, there you go. It's the new voices of Tenebris and Plagueis. The original video has the audiobook voices. I kept, obviously, the droid voice because I thought it was pretty good. You know, the Plagueis action figure is going for 200 on eBay. I know, I should have bought the Plagueis. You know, you don't think about these things a decade ago. I saw it. Should have bought two of them. Should have bought two of them. But, yeah. All right. Well, this was, what time is it? This was a nice hour stream just talking and recapping with you all about what's coming up on the Plagueis video. Next week the movie is coming out for sure. I have some more edits and trims and stuff to fix up. Um yeah, I love Tenebris. I kind of love Tenebris's new voice. Um I love the voice of his new voice more than I like the old voice. Uh how did Luke meet Lucas Morin in your Last Jedi fan film? Well, it can be assumed that Luke, you know how Luke looked for Jedi and stuff with Ahsoka? That's implied, and he was like gathering force sensitive people. Let's assume just Lucas Warren was one of those people in the one of those force users. Basically, he was a mole. He was a he was a dark. He was Plagueis's. He was Palpatine, or Plagueis's. Snoke was the mole to get into Luke and f with his kid and stuff like that. Don't take that the wrong way. I'm not talking disrespect. I can't believe I made a joke like that. um, uh, but I do have a new thing for everyone. So people want to support me. I'm not going to make any money off the Plagueis movie. Um, so if people could, if you really want to support me right now, I haven't updated this in a while. What happened to Ahsoka in your version of the sequels? I think but honestly, that's left to the imagination. Either she died, or she was, or she, or probably just assume she died. All right, if y'all want to support me more, you can super chat all you want. That's one thing, but just know I don't get the money till the 18th. Um, so it's kind of like a see, and sometimes if you guys want to start supporting me, please donate me to me coffee. Send me send me $5, $10, $20. I do it through there, and the same with Patreon. If you want to join my Patreon, which I don't update often, um, there are some members on there. You can always send in. You can always become a member, monthly member, and whatnot. I'm gonna post some more stuff on there. So coffee, if you directly want to like send, and then there's also the third option. This one I would highly recommend too. PayPal me, or wait, shit. Is that the right one? All right, there you go. The last one right there. The last one right there is the link for PayPal if you want to send me money and send me some. Uh, that's the money thing. Again, these are all nonprofit. I'm not pushing you guys to send me money, but I've seen some comments saying that they'll love to send to fund me if they could, and yeah, Plagueis movie will not be monetized. Not going to run ads on it. It's all it's all good, and it's all for good fun. But that's about it, guys. It was just a nice hour stream, get you guys hyped up for Plagueis episode 1. Yeah. Uh, the release date will be next week, hopefully. It was meant. Honestly, I was aiming for Monday, but Monday's looking like a impossibility now. So probably later next week, it's coming out. So new people who haven't seen this will probably see it, and they might hate it, they might love it. I don't care. It's Plagueis story. Um, you know, I don't get mad if you criticize stuff. If you attack me with like slurs and stuff, of course, I'm gonna delete your comment. But if some people can give their criticisms on stuff, but there it is. So I want to thank all of you for joining me this fine hour of the day. AC Bagel, Jester Blue, Starlight, Ancient Sith, Dark Side Art, Bad Quest, Traveler, Hex Herb Box, The Senate, Dursty, Burpin, JT, The Senate, Maestro J, I think Link from Crack on UA, Langs from the movie Duels team. Sorry, Odd Attack, my friend. Victoria Sims Productions, hello. MFK Edits, hello, MFK. Alfredo Jose, 94 Purple Raven. And so many, so interferers. Just like, well, you're gonna cancel me then. Can't cancel me already. And yeah. So next week, after the Plagueis movie, we'll do a stream next week. It'll probably be a gaming stream. Talk about the movie and talk about working on part 2. And part 2 I'll probably start part 2 a couple, maybe 2 weeks after. Or no, I'll get right on it. For all I know, I've started right now. You never know. My headcanon is that Ahsoka trained Finn after the Rise of Skywalker fan film, and they built a Jedi Order called Skywalker Academy. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I would vouch for that. But thank you all for joining me. It's been a fun day, and I'm happy this thing is almost done. So, y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao. Thank you. By the way, if you don't hear the music anymore, it's because the dumb so-called non-copyright music guy, he decided to copyright all the music, so all my previous streams got copyright claimed. So I'm gonna have to add better music to this now. Nothing's ever non-copyright if people know they can profit off stuff. All right, y'all have a good day. Everest Productions.